All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Part 2 of the Barrel of Fun arcade legend or adventure. So, you've been following the video where we found the actual Barrel of Fun arcade in the mall that's been boarded up for 30 years behind a fake wall, and it's still there behind the wall, and me and my buddy got the barrel entrance removed out of there. So that was about almost a year ago. So we always thought it'd be really cool if we could get the Barrel of Fun sign. There was a massive, I think about a 3-foot by 7-foot sign that you can see in some old photos online. There's a giant wooden sign with like red letters that said Barrel of Fun. The sign, we would have gotten it when we got the barrel, but it was already removed. So we were searching and searching, and one thing led to another late night, and found an online a message or a forum online dealing with old places that in Colombia that had shut down over the years. I clicked on that. There were some people talking about memories of the Barrel of Fun arcade in Dutch Square Mall. The post was from like 2010, and it's currently 2026. And so one person on that posting made a comment that they had the barrel sign and they posted a picture of it. And that was like in 2010. So I reached out to the person that ran that forum and asked them if they would contact the person that posted that post from 15 years prior. And they said, sure, but who knows if that person's even still alive, if they've moved, if the address is still good. I said, well, go ahead and try anyway. So the person who ran the website reached out to a person who posted 15 years ago. One thing led to another, and several days ago, almost a week ago, I was contacted by this person that owns the sign. And they thought it was great to see the sign get reunited with the barrel. So some phone calls, some emails, and we've worked out a deal, and we are on the way to pick up the actual sign, the Barrel of Fun sign. So without further ado, I'm going to cut the camera off in a second. We're going to go to this place because I don't want to freak them out just showing up with a camera. We'll document this thing, whatever, but we're supposed to be going around the corner into an area to get the sign. So we'll check back later. All right, well, here is the actual sign.
I got this sign from the original Barrel of Fun in Dutch Square, probably around the early 2000s, 2003, 2004. They were going to clean out that suite, and they were going to get rid of anything. So I saved it, and I've had it ever since. I've moved 2 or 3 times, and it's come along with me. And now it's going to a good home.
Yeah. And you said it was already removed off the wall. Right, when you saw it. Mm-hmm. They'd already removed it.
When you walked in the barrel, it was on the door. It was on the left, right inside the.
And we're figuring this bolt here is probably where it went into the actual.
Yep, that's probably where I think where they had it belted.
Mounted up, but this, yeah, I thought this was red in the photos, but it's orange, and this is fantastic. All these years later, and this one piece here. Wooden piece here, we can.
That goes.
There we go. Yeah, to form that E.
It's got a little wood glue. Put that back together.
Yeah.
That fell apart, but all the pieces are there. I was concerned about this.
Yeah.
Because I knew that had come off, and I'm glad and all the junk in my garage, it was still in there.
Yeah, we'll get that glued back on and clean this thing up and see if it'll light up from the back.
I think it was later. But it was still a Galaxian. Mm-hmm. And
Galaxian was white, right? It was before Galaga.
Was it Galaga or Galaxian?
Galaxian, I think,
was. It takes your man when you go in the challenge stage.
Galaga.
Galaga.
And then you have 2 fighters at the bottom.
Yes.
Yeah, Galaga.
Galaga. I'm sorry, on the wrong one.
This thing, we're fixing to lift this thing up. It's actual wood.
You want to look at the back of it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, the orange is on the...
Yes, the whole thing.
Whole thing is orange on the back. Oh, that's cool.
And it's heavy. It looks like, you see how these are big pieces of wood. It's not like a veneer.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We should have brought a like a moving blanket or something.
Well, we'll try to. I'll cut this off in a second. We'll walk it up
flat
there.
in the truck? Will it lay flat?
I think if my 4-wheeler is like 42 inches, 43 inches at the outside of the wheels, I think this is 3 feet. No, that hole that I measured where the light was is 3 feet. This is bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the light box only had to be from here to the bottom of the letter. This thing went above and below. That's what it was.
When I moved it last time, I had a moving company with a moving truck bring it over here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I had it in my Connex, like I said, that 40-foot Connex, and so I've never personally moved it in a vehicle. It's always been moved in a truck or something like that.
I think it'll go back in my truck fine, and I think we'll close the tailgate and it'll be kind of up in the air.
Okay.
And I got ratchet straps and things, and we'll go
It's pretty
slow.
strong,
And,
even though it's plastic. It's pretty thick. So
yeah.
it shouldn't be fat. Shouldn't
I like how it's carved. Like I don't know what that you call Old West or whatever you call that.
Yeah.
Just kind of that old style. That's really cool. That's really cool. Well, let me cut this thing off, and we'll see about trying to move it up there to put it back in my truck. It is real. If anybody ever wondered if a Barrel of Fun sign would fit in the back of a Ram 1500 between the wheel wells, it will. Perfect. I think it was just short of 4 feet from top to bottom.
Yeah, it's 1 inch shy of 4 feet.
It's awesome. I'm not, yeah, there we go. That's cool. Barrel of Fun. That's awesome. We're loading it up now. Got it strapped in.
Would be ideal. That would be ideal.
Yep. Awesome.
I just noticed this for the first time. I didn't even notice this the whole time I've had it. They actually painted black in there. You see that's painted black.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
On the
I had this
edge?
sign.
Mm-hmm.
You see how they
Yep.
painted in here black?
Yeah.
I never paid attention to that.
Yep.
I never had it where the sun did it like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just assume it's dark and don't even notice.
Yeah.
Well, I can't thank y'all enough for responding to that guy's email that he reached out. Hey, 15 years ago, you said you had a sign. And some crazy guy said he'd like to have the sign or get it somehow. Here's his stuff if y'all contact him. I mean, this is one thing led to another. This is great.
That's perfect.
It's probably the only one, I don't know, in existence
That probably is.
out of all these years later. And I think what saved it was the fact that Dutch Square Mall was already in kind of decline by the mid-90s.
Right.
And there was not another business waiting to jump in that spot. And then it just ended up getting barricaded up behind a wall and sat.
Well, I was wondering when I got the sign when they were going to get rid of it. I was wondering why they took it off the wall. Since they put that false wall above it.
Yeah, they could have just
Why did they
left
go
it.
through the trouble of taking it down? But they
Yeah.
did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I don't know if they were. Maybe at one time they were planning on taking that front down, maybe try to get the suite available for somebody. Maybe somebody was interested at the time, maybe that's why they were cleaning the suite out, but they never did rent it.
Yeah, I joked with them all. We should take. I should back my 20-foot trailer in. We'll open up, block the double doors open, and black my 20-foot trailer down there, and just take a chainsaw and cut the entire wall with all the slanted wood on it. Fall over, just pull back out.
Yeah, there was
Before they installed them, so this is probably window flashing. But
yeah,
you probably couldn't even find it at Lowe's anymore.
that makes sense.
It'd be tremendously expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a company in Camden that creates copper foil for like circuit boards and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Maybe they could have or make some sort of thing like that, but
Yeah, everything that was you see there probably was just purchased from the local hardware store when they made it. Except for that orange piece of plastic.
yeah.
That'd be interesting. Like, I didn't look all over the sign. If there's a stamp or
Not
a little
all, but
plate
it-
that has a name of a company, that would just be interesting. If I didn't really pay attention when we were moving it, but when we get it out and look around at it,
That would be cool if you could find something.
yeah, some little plate that kind of said who made it or something.
There's a sign company off of I-20 and Highway 6 that does all kinds of business signs. They could probably get that orange plexiglass.
I know I use Signorama in Casey. They've made a lot of sign type decals, and they made our permits and stuff for my job from there. Maybe we could probably do something with it. I wonder how a company would make this today. Would it would all be plastic?
Yeah, they wouldn't
You
use
know,
wood.
yeah,
I
they'd
guarantee
be
you that.
plastic to look like wood. Like,
It'd probably be vacuum molded.
yeah, like some kind of ride at
Paint this or
Carowinds that
something.
look like a log and it'd be fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we'll ride out of here in a second and we'll stop and get me a mellow yellow from somewhere.
Yes.
All right, folks, it's a done deal. It is about 6:45 on a Saturday. We have scored the original Barrel of Fun sign. It's real. It's real. The people that had it were super nice, and it all worked out. And now it's going to reunite with the barrel. So stay tuned. All right, we arrived at my storage container, and for the first time in 20 years or so, the barrel and the sign are now reunited together again. Got this barrel sign in here. There's my childhood go-kart. That'll be another YouTube video. I got that Christmas of 1990. I had just turned 11. I tracked it down after 20 years and got my original go-kart back. Now that's another story. We'll go to that one another time. All right, the Barrel of Fun sign is in here. The back of this thing is all giant orange plexiglass. We didn't see any label or any placard on here anywhere that said like a company that made it back in the day, or we couldn't find anything like that. So it'd be interesting to find out who the company used a long time ago to make all this stuff for all their locations. But anyway, here's the one side of the barrel up against in storage, and here's the other side of the barrel in storage over here. Sorry it's at night and the shadows and horrible footage here. Anyway, here's the barrel, one half. There's the copper. Well, I'll come back in the daylight and do this. It'll be a little better. Anyway, the barrel and the sign are together again. It's been a long day. And anyway, the sign and the barrel are safe and sound, locked up, secured. Nothing's going to happen to them. And that's it. All together again. And someday in the near future, this barrel will reassemble as the entrance to a personal home arcade, and the barrel sign will go back up too. That's it for now. Good night. We'll follow up later and get some better shots. Sorry, it's this headlight I'm using and stuff's not doing great with the shadows. Anyway, that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. More stuff coming.